In post-World War II Siberia, German soldiers were imprisoned in a remote labor camp, surrounded by endless snow and ice. Clemens Friel, sentenced to 25 years, was determined to escape. The camp was located 14,000 kilometers from civilization, and no one had ever attempted to flee due to the harsh, freezing conditions. However, Clemens, desperate to reunite with his wife and daughter, saw an opportunity one day. He managed to board a coal train, but his brief moment of freedom was cut short when Russian soldiers caught him, and he was locked in an open-air cell for 2 days as punishment. Clemens escaped again, traveling on foot to avoid detection. For days, he walked through the freezing cold, fighting hunger and exhaustion. His tracks were covered by snowstorms, making it harder for the soldiers to find him. After 9 days, Clemens nearly lost hope, but spotted a seal, a rare source of food. He tried to shoot it, but his fatigue and weakness led him to miss. Determined, he chased after the seal, but he fell through the ice, injuring his leg. Despite the pain, he continued to pursue the seal and eventually managed to shoot it, gaining much-needed sustenance. As Clemens continued his journey, he encountered more hardships, including being betrayed by a companion who killed another for gold. Despite the betrayal, Clemens pressed on, relying on his determination to survive. After months of wandering, he reached a village where he was helped by kind-hearted villagers. However, a letter from the warden forced him to leave to protect the villagers. With a dog as his companion, Clemens continued his journey, facing new challenges. He reached a factory where he was helped by workers who gave him food and sent him on a train to Germany, unaware that the warden had been informed of his whereabouts. The warden, aware of Clemens's escape, tracked him down and intercepted him at the train station. Just as he was about to be captured, Clemens's dog attacked the warden, allowing Clemens to escape once again. However, he soon learned that his dog had been shot and killed. Despite this tragedy, Clemens didn't stop. He crossed a bridge, narrowly escaping the warden's grasp, and continued his journey. After years of hardship, Clemens finally reached the border of Russia and, with a forged passport, crossed into Germany, where he was allowed to go free after an emotional exchange with the warden. The man reveals he was once a prisoner too and decides to help Clemens. He takes him home, provides clean clothes, helps him shave, and arranges false documents for him. With a fake passport in hand, Clemens sets out toward the Russian-German border. After weeks of traveling, he finally reaches the border post. His heart pounds as he hands the forged passport to the Russian guard. Miraculously, the guard checks it and waves him through. Clemens can hardly contain his joy. He begins crossing the border bridge, knowing Germany is just steps away. But halfway across, a bright light blinds him. When he opens his eyes, the warden is standing in front of him. Clemens looks back. He is still on Russian soil. Legally, the warden can arrest him. Clemens feels completely defeated. But something unexpected happens. Moved by Clemens's unbreakable spirit and 7-year struggle, the warden steps aside and says, "This fight was only between 2 soldiers, you and me, and you have won." Clemens slowly walks past him into Germany. Soon after, he finds his wife and daughter at church. When his daughter turns and sees him, she runs into his arms, crying with joy. After years of suffering, Clemens finally returns home. The true story ends with their emotional reunion.